Hi, welcome back to the channel, Fifa Mobile. Alright, today I'm going to share with you some news about Ronaldo going back to Man U. Of course, the issue here is about the number 7. So if you've been reading the news, apparently you can see that Ronaldo has been pictured in the Man U kit, and really, that's what Man U mentions is back, and is still perfect. So if you've been reading the news again, you go further in terms of the cost, how much the transfer and such. But I think all this, besides the point, I think the most interesting part is really Cavani is actually wearing number 7 jersey right now, and I think that's a whole big of issue right now. So that is he no longer CR7 or what? After 12 years, he comes back to it, and he can't wear his number 7. So, like I said, the goals revolve around this number 7 jersey. So, basically, if you read further in terms of the news, later on I'll be sharing as well. Apparently, Cavani has generously gave up the number 7, but again, it's not up to him because you got to understand that it's some regulations on whether you can change the number or not. So before we go to that, let's take a look at some of the pictures of him in the new jersey, but without number as yet because it's not yet determined. So you can see here Cavani is determined to give, and fans are really wondering would be donned by the former Juventus striker. So if you say Cavani is wearing number 7, can he just give it to Ronaldo or not? So this is a bit of mystery unless you read a bit more of the news, then you realize actually the number 7, although Cavani wanted to give it up, it's not up to him. So apparently, okay, this is Cavani. So okay, let's take a look. Why can't it be the case? Okay, so accordingly to the news, Ronaldo could be wearing 2 different shirts for Man U. What's going to happen is that if Cavani decides to hand over the number 7 and it's not approved by Premier League, so apparently there's a need for approval. So this is generally how it works out. So CR7, would he be daunting CR7 or CR another number? So Premier League would seems to be a stumbling block in terms of this. So let's read further in the news, and then you realize eventually there is some rules to it. The problem is, Man U has already submitted their shirt number list to Premier League, and the rules says that it cannot be changed once assigned except for exceptional circumstances. So basically, there's a rule book that says that each season, each club can allocate a number to the members, and basically, for this season, Cavani was already having this number 7 itself. So unless he leaves the club, the shirt number cannot be reallocated. Alright, so that's basically some news here to share with you about the number 7 jersey news. So it is apparently a big thing here. Alright, so this means that unless really he leaves and he frees up the number 7, he cannot have Ronaldo wearing that as well. So let's see, we read further. So apparently, if it's not approved, there may be a chance that Ronaldo will not be wearing 7th, but apparently there may be a different jersey. There are no rules that the player must wear the same number in both the European and the domestic competitions. Okay, so that means there's an example here. Someone will actually wear 7th and 77 for another one. So there could be a scenario here for Ronaldo. That's all right. So that's all. Let's go back to FIFA Mobile. Let's check out Cavani's course as a 104. This is his attributes, looking really decent. Of course, very comparatively, later on when you check out Ronaldo's stats, it is not as decent. So of course, the price wise, I would say he is considered decent at 38 million. Let's look at Ronaldo. I think this is really too much. It's 100 million. Can you imagine the price? But of course, the attributes is perfect. I must say, this is the striker that hopefully you'll get your hands on. But of course, likewise, this 107 national heroes, whoever is lucky, managed to get him. It's really amazing. It's 100 million worth. So if I really get this player, I will have sold it for coins and get other players. So, all right. So let's check out for other versions of Ronaldo. There's a 103 version at a slightly cheaper. I would just say slightly cheaper. All right. So it's still not affordable. So just check out the price. Let's take a look. If you set at 50 million, is there a Ronaldo for you? All right, that is still a Ronaldo for you. If it's 50 million, 103 LW, in my opinion, totally not worth it. Okay, so do not spend this kind of coins. You can do better with any other players from the market for your team itself. Okay, so of course I'm going to share with you there's a much cheaper version if you really need Ronaldo in your team. I'm going to share with you, I think he's about 96 OVR and probably costs only 4 over million. All right, you hear me right? Not 100 million, not 50 million, but rather 4 over million. Okay, before we come to that, there's a 99 striker. Again, this is just too much. All right, the price is not fair. Definitely do not go for this. It is not worth it. You have so many better options with a better use of your coins. Okay, so for me, like I said, I've already from the event I've earned the player of 107. I saw him off. We got about 33 million right now. So this is the one I'm talking about. If you really need Ronaldo, you go for a really cheap one that is worth less than 5 million. So that, but however, at this current juncture, it's not really worth it. So I have this 96 striker. I'm thinking of changing because it's just too slow in the current context itself. Okay, so do not go for this lower tier, also called 90 plus OVR players. It is no longer relevant in the current context. Just too slow. It's not really working that well. So they are really cheap right now. It's less than 5 million. But if you just compare to any other players at 5 million, you could have get better players out there. I will urge you not to just go for Ronaldo for the sake of going through. There are many better strikers at a much more reasonable price within the game. All right, I'm just saying within the game. Okay, so I know you may be a Ronaldo fan, so at least this will satisfy your craving for him. All right, thank you for watching. Like and subscribe. Bye bye.